This market is exhausting. I haven't seen this forever. Everything is red, seemingly red, but if you look at the VIX, some tokens are actually doing pretty amazing. But there are a bunch of shit things happening. So one of them is official, the worst start for Bitcoin the first 49 days in its history. It's never been this bad in its history. The first 49 days in a year, Bitcoin is officially going to zero. People are actually massively Googling this. Bitcoin is going to zero, which has happened previously, but now it's at all-time highs. Bitcoin is going down. This is the 5th week in a row that it's been down, and you think, you know, 5th week, there must be a bounce. I'm thinking, but apparently in 2022, the record was 9 weeks, going from 50K to 28K. And that all spiced with a little bit of US-Iran escalation, Israeli forces being on high alert, stealth fighters and tankers moved from Europe to the Gulf, and FOMC minutes yesterday basically confirming that there is not going to be a rate cut happening in March. Now, that's all the bad thing. I still stand with what I said, and I believe if Bitcoin can catch a decent bounce here, I will lose faith a bit. The reason is because I've been telling you that I'm long, I'm heavy long, and the reason is because the lower time frame shows it. If you have been watching the channel, you know that I've been guiding you through exactly all the reversal that happened. I've actually called the top in October, shorted all the way, but I do think that this is the first time that I actually genuinely believe we have to have a decent relief rally. And if we don't have that, they will kind of put it in me that something is really, really, really broken. So if prime setups don't work, which we have now, I'm going to go into the second. After weeks of slaughter, something is truly broken beyond the normal bear market. Next few days are crucial. Come on, bulls. This is what I posted, and this is what I stand with. Now, there's a lot of bullish catalysts, the chart, which I'm going to talk about in a second, but also spike, the odds of the 𝗪𝗢𝗪𝗙 being passed this year spiked from 50 to 75, 80%. So that basically signals that there is a massive possibility something is happening. It should be passed by April as far as sources confirm. Also, if you look at the 200 week EMA, it has generally been a good time to start buying and accumulating. And the average weekly RSI, I don't use RSIs unless they are in a higher time frame. Weekly RSI are the top 20 tokens are sitting at sub 30, which basically again just shows you that there is massive overselling on the market. Couple of things to talk about, very important. Again, I have been talking about this on the channel. The way this is, if you don't know who I am, my name is 𝗏𝗏, by the way. Been here since 2016, and I drop these 5 to 10 minute updates, no bullshit, trading the market. If you are interested in that, subscribe to the channel, turn on my notifications on, and come back every single day. Also join in on Telegram, it's free, link in the description. Anyway, let's go. So, I have been telling you throughout the entire time why I believe that there has to be a bounce here. Okay, couple of things. One is that on the 15-minute, we have first of all, on the weekly chart, I told you that we didn't close below here, right? So we did not have a close below for 2 weeks straight on the previous weekly low, which basically resulted in a $2 trillion addition to the total market cap. That's one. Second, it's not only 1 week where we bounced off of it here, but also the second week, no close below. So I would not be, I actually expect us to not have a weekly close below, meaning we should have a push from here. So even if we don't have like a massive push that I'm expecting, at least a 3, 4, 5% push that would put Bitcoin to around 70 whatever thousand, we have to have that so there is a close above the weekly. This is crucial that it actually holds, okay? So that said, if you go down on the lower time frame, in this massive weekly demand zone, you see a 15-minute market structure shift. Again, I'm not going to waste time because I know a lot of you are coming back every single day and you've heard this a million times. 50% retrace happened after that as well. So it comes back 50. There is a higher in the hourly chart. So ultimately, I still expect us to bounce, and I do believe that the relief rally coming to the daily order block up here at around, if I pull the daily, if I pull the Fibonacci, should come at around 2.66 trillion, at least. So anywhere between here. I think this is what we need to see. And it has to happen. Today, tomorrow, it has to start pushing. This is what I believe should happen, okay? Now, the overhang of Iran and the US and the rate cuts and all that obviously impacts this, but ultimately, if I look at the chart, we need to have that. Not only that, we do have an hourly higher high. This is, guys, I don't want you to, like, I've been here for a long fucking time. I'm telling you, it's been taking years of my life to actually learn the stuff that I know now. And I'm telling you, these setups don't come often, every single day. They just don't. They just simply don't. This is such a powerful demand zone. And then we're coming back into that demand zone. And I know everything is screaming, even within the company here. we're debating, and some of us think, I think that we have to rally, and for example, our good friend researcher thinks that we're probably gonna go lower. There is massive divide, even with people who are very intelligent and been in the space forever. But what I can tell you is that if I look at this, there is no way, if I have to bet, that I'm betting short here. There is no way. There is a 50% retrace, a higher high on the hourly chart, beautiful V-shaped recovery market structure shift without any additional news. It's not like there was news and then recovery and whatever. Just happened. And then after elevator up, staircase is coming down. It has to fucking go. I can't. That's it. That's it. I can't go against my thesis. I mean, if you've followed this channel for a long time, you know that there were times when I went against my thesis because I got hunted by all the other people and then it was wrong. I'm going to stand by it, guys. I'm standing by it. It makes complete fucking sense for this to start moving. Now, can this be a fake out because it's a bear market? And can we see this? Yes. Yes, we can. Can we have a wick below the hourly? Yes, we can. Do I think that if we go below the hourly, the chances of this rally continuing is diminishing? Yes, it does. Meaning we should not have even an hourly close below the 2.22 trillion. Unless that happens, I can't tell you anything else other than I'm heavy long. And if you don't like it, well, just sit down and wait. There's nothing else to actually do. I do believe that this down here at 2.05 trillion must hold before we see a rally, and I actually believe that 222 trillion should be the one that's holding. On Bitcoin, those levels are the following. I do believe that on the hourly structure, the 65,000 level should hold, and if that does not hold, I do believe that the 60,000 level is the one to hold. This is why I'm actually long. I told you that I have taken long. Yesterday, I actually dropped the video. I'm going to talk about that in a second because there was a little bit of backlash and we'll have to talk about it. But I am actually long here. My stop loss is down here at 60,000, and that's just what it is. I am taking this ride, and my target for Bitcoin is up here at around at least $66,000, at least. And guys, you're thinking this is a lot, bro. This can happen in no time. Look at this, November 2024. Look at this, 40%. And you can say, yeah, but that was a bit. Okay, then let's look at this. Let's look at this daily. In 3-4 days, Bitcoin with 10%. Look at this from the bottom here. Bitcoin with 13%. Look at this from the bottom here. Bitcoin at 15% in 5 days. Like, these rallies do happen. And especially after a sell-off like this. Yeah, it might happen like this. I'm not saying it won't. But I'm just saying that I have to see a bounce here. If there's no bounce here, at least to the 75, I mean, it's light out. It's like sub 50. Like I mean it. It's sub 50,000. If there is no bounce here, it has to be. So couple of things. One, I dropped the video yesterday. It was titled "This will be my biggest crypto trade in February with proof." First of all, watch it. Second of all, I got so much heat for shilling shit and you're shilling Bitfunded and whatever. I just want to tell you guys, first of all, I'm not shilling jack shit. I can do whatever I want. I'm not being paid by Bitfunded to shill them. It's not a sponsorship. And we do have an affiliate link because the channel, I'm giving all this for free. I have the Telegram for free. If you let me just have an affiliate link. I don't think that's a big ask. Second is the following. I have taken these trades on my own. I have, with my own money, bought an account and I have taken this trade. Why? Because I believe that everything I said in this video makes a lot of sense. If you look at the risk reward here and you say, hey, I'm risking, like if I open up my 2-bit account, right? If I open up my 2-bit account, my stop loss is probably like $1,000 to $2,000. That's what my stop loss would be on that account. So why don't I just take a $150,000 account and have this for $1,000, have the same stop loss here, but if my profit goes up, I'm not making $1,500, but I'm actually passing a $150,000 account. If you don't understand this and you come and write a stupid comment saying like, "Fifa shilling shit," well, I think you should go back to the drawing board and start drafting up what is happening and start looking back at the video. Anyway, that said, go and watch this video because I genuinely believe wholeheartedly that this is a genius concept. Genius. If you have a stop loss that is, let's say, $100, right now, it makes so much more sense to actually take an account and have the stop loss as your account because you will lose the same amount of money, but your upside is like 10 times better. That said, I told you in the video as well, they gave us a deal, which means that you're even less risk-free, less risky. Why? Because you can buy an account and they give you another one for free with less size. Meaning, if you buy a $150,000 account, you get a $100,000 account for free. You know, so it's simple. Anyway, check the video. There's a link in the description to this video. I'm going to put it up here as well. Watch this, and there's a link in the description to the Telegram. Join in, please. It's crucial that we pay attention now. And 2, check out the Bitfunded. It's gonna last for a little bit more. So check out the promo where you can get 2 accounts. Watch the video, decide for yourself. Come back tomorrow. Guys, my blood is boiling. Bullish. Call me what you want to call me. Might get to stop. I'm giving in, bro. The chart is telling me. The chart is telling me this should go up. So I'm just gonna play it as it. Check the video. I'll see you next one. Take care.